ringing. Can you hear me okay?
I can, perfect.
All right.
Dark hair normally?
What's that?
Didn't you have dark hair before?
I've had dark hair. I've had light hair. Just one moment. I'm gonna plug in my phone because it's almost out of juice.
I hope this looks okay.
All right. And I just sent out a final reminder to everybody.
So is this your group? This is everybody, right? This is
the members group, but we're broadcasting it beyond. So with your permission, I will also put this on YouTube and I'll share it just to help promote is that okay with you
Perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Perfect.
Awesome. And I don't know if you got my message about your May event that I'm speaking at CEO Space. So I will.
Oh, are you speaking at, I'm curious about CEO Space. I've gotten 30 different stories from the head people and I'm like, I don't know. So anyhow, too bad. You should cancel them. Okay, hold 2 seconds. Can I make sure in the drawer? Can't speak without chapstick. All right, whenever you're ready, I am ready.
All right, I'm waiting because there's supposed to be more people here. So if you can hold on just one moment, I'm just doing a final text. Joining us now because we have 24 people in our membership. We're joining us now. And I know Susan Schatzer?
Do I?
Oh,
I'm the worst with names.
Okay.
I'll see people and recognize them.
Okay, good. Yeah, she was like, oh my goodness, I love her. Yeah. Joining us now for yes, because I would love people interacting with you. Just one more moment. I am almost done. Here we go. Bob Levine. Hi, Bob.
Is there a doctor in the house?
There is a doctor in the house.
He's like trying to figure it out.
He's an amazing doctor. All right. I have somebody asking for the link. Hi, Dr. Bob.
I don't know if he can hear you.
Thank you, Jane. I just, for waiting just a moment.
No worries.
I want to make sure we have as many people hearing your powerful message as possible. Okay, there we go. So, oh, good. Here we go. There's Heshi. Hi, Heshi. Hi, David. All right. And then I will hit the record button and we will get started. So just one moment. All right, record. Okay. Thank you. Welcome to this month's master course. And I'm super excited. Thank you guys for joining us today. I know that we have had a busy week of meeting and connecting and masterminding and collaborating. And I'm super thrilled about today's guest. And before we introduce her, I want her to meet you. So if you don't mind doing a quick introduction of who you are and what you're up to, our normal kind of conscious calling, that would be great. Dr. Bob, do you mind going first?
No problem. Hi, can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Great. I'm Dr. Bob Levine from Corporate Wellness Resources. I'm an expert in helping people reduce and eliminate chronic pain without drugs. And we're just getting in the game now of starting offering some in-person large group programs at Advent Health Hospital Celebration in Orlando, and we're looking to expand that program. So we start on May the 16th for several days in a row, offering a single session seminar for an hour and a half. And from there, we'll register people to a 4-session large group program that we've proven through research to be very effective at helping people eliminate chronic pain without drugs. That's it.
And just so you know, Jane, I just have the habit of always adding about people. Dr. Bob has the biggest CV I've ever seen in my life. He also he has been skilled at acquiring over $10 million in funding for this research. So all that he has done has the clinical case studies. And at my event, I was in pain one day, and he was like, and you know, doing events, Jane, that you have to keep that best face on. And on, he could just tell. He came up to me and he worked on me maybe 3 minutes, 5 minutes max, and it was like, boom! It was awesome. So he's very, very, very gifted, and thank you, Dr. Bob, for the work you do.
A pleasure. Thank you.
All right, we have Heshi and Warner. We're doing quick introductions for Jane.
I need to be at Bob's place right now. I'm Heshi Siegel from Yardley, Pennsylvania. I'm the founder of Kids Better World. My goal is 1 million of my bottles, which just like walked away because we just got back from the doctor's office. My goal is really to have clean water all over the world because it's a right, and our water is being destroyed. There's very little pure water left. And my goal is okay.
Time's up.
Oh, is that what that is? Bye.
No.
Keep going. I was kidding.
Who did that?
It was my phone. It came through the computer. Sorry about that.
Well, now I lost all my time and I forgot what I was going to say, so I have to start.
We have all day. Keep going.
Oh, we just got off talking with someone about our website, and I realized that the reason the keyword searches and everything does not come up for water and pollution and bottled and plastic is that people just aren't aware. So each week I come on and I change what I'm doing, what I'm saying, because I am finding it so frustrating. So my thing is, I just want to save people so that they can live a longer life drinking pure water and knowing what's in their water so they have a choice that they can make. That's it.
Okay, so Heshi has also been the former president of the National Association of Speakers. She is an incredible master connector, dynamic speaker, and what she's sharing. She was on our cruise last year, and while we were all playing at the country, she literally worked with our travel agent to go and deliver these water bottles to children in Haiti. It was beautiful. And as a traveler, Jane, I know you might travel. Her bottles are awesome for airports.
Need them. Need two. Two, please.
2. Oh, that's good, because for every 2 that's purchased, and even at wholesale, you will actually be saving a child, because the 3rd bottle goes to a child for free. So we'll talk after. And thank you for your support.
Charlene is also in the business with Heshi, and my wife Charlene, Jane, and she is using her bottle today as she travels down to Nashville, Tennessee for a couple of days. So she's using it in the airport mode, which is really great.
It's awesome. All right, Warner.
My name is Warner. I take people on very safe, powerful, and the most scary journeys that they will ever go on. I'm a high altitude climber, but it really isn't about the mountains. It's about them finding themselves, and we just simply use the mountains to trigger that inner journey.
Beautiful. Warner's also, you have to say, the Guinness Book of World Records, oldest climber that's climbed all the peaks. Is that correct?
Not all the peaks, the highest peak on each of the 7 continents, including Mount Everest.
Wow. I have a client. She's 80, going to be 80. She was 87, and climb Kilimanjaro. Was the oldest woman. Then a Russian woman beat her. So she's waiting till this year. She's turning 89, either this year or next year, and she's climbing it again. She's the most incredible. Yeah, Anne Lorimer.
She climbed it with me.
Werner got her to the top.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a small world.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
How many people are climbing Mount Kilimanjaro anyway,
Not me. Not me.
Why not?
Not me either.
I don't know. I'll climb every other mountain. I like oxygen. I like oxygen.
You'll get it. We're leaving at the end of June. You can join us.
I'm delicate. You'll see that after this call. You'll say, oh, that princess can't be doing that.
I am 84-year-old to Everest Base Camp was my very first trek. And on that same trek, there was an 18-year-old as well.
Wow.
A 14-year-old up to the top of Kilimanjaro.
Beautiful.
And Lorimer at 85 or 84 at the time.
Yeah, I think she's just waiting until 89. She's a feisty old gal. Well, you know that. You met her.
She is. I know. Okay, we're going to have our world famous photojournalist, our event photographer that captures all of our remarkable moments, Christina Stewart.
Hi, I am Christina Stewart with Christina Stewart Photography. I travel the world photographing people making a positive impact on the world. And I am grateful to be here. I love this community. I love Shannon and all the people you bring into our lives, and sharing everybody with everybody is fabulous. So that's me.
Christina. David Dunworth. Oh, you're muted. And while he's muted, David is actually one of our mentors in our program. So he comes in and helps mentor at our events. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was muted. I live close to a school and they're out for recess. Isn't that a joy? The only reason I'm outside is because the engineers are drilling in the concrete just like at Shannon's house. But regardless of that fact, I'm the owner of Marketing Partners. I'm a copywriter, international best-selling author. I speak from time to time. Oh, well, I try to. I've got a face for radio. So anyhow, as Shannon has mentioned, I'm a mentor. I've been around the network for a while, and I just love it. I live across the state from the BAN, but I'm part of the network. I love it.
Thank you, David. He helps us make an impact. Okay, Alexander.
Hello, everyone. This is Alexander Alpirovich from Your Guiding Star. And I actually create today my new way, how I would like to say. And if you give me a feedback, how you like it, I will appreciate it.
Alex, I'm gonna stop you right there. We're not doing feedback today. We have a guest presenter. So we're here to hear from the guest presenter, and we're just doing a quick introduction so that she can get to know everybody.
I got it. Okay. So my name is Alexander Alpirovich from Your Guiding Star, and I am intuitive. I also growth business strategist, and I see things beyond what other people see as a visionary. So I'm looking for people who I can support and transform in their life, and we have a system which helps them accelerate and incubate their business in a very unique way so they can become even more successful. You can reach me at 443-668-0078, or you can go to the website intuitivelaserstrategist.com.
Beautiful. Thank you, Alexander. And people can give you feedback directly, but here we want to hear from Jane. I can hardly wait. All right, Dr. Liddy.
Hi, everyone. How are you guys doing today? So I am sneaking from class to come and spend a little time with you. I have a class that starts at 12:30. So this is my last entrepreneurial finance class. I am going on sabbatical as of Friday to launch my business. So my business is Columbia Financial Legal and Co. And I work with entrepreneurs to handle their legal and financing issues. And I love this community. I'm sorry I came late to the party, but I'm going to party until it ends. Thank you, everyone. I'm really happy to be here.
Thank you, Dr. Liddy. And so Alexander has been somebody who's been part of our events, coming to our community. Alexander, thank you for all that you do. Dr. Liddy, we're so excited to have an attorney in the house with a heart for putting people first. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce Jane. Most of you know Mark Porteous with the Inspired Messengers Network. And Mark was raving about Jane. And then when I had a chance to work with her team, wow. I'm so excited about your event. I'm so excited. We actually asked her to come to a Mastermind Monday and facilitate helping all of us, Alexander, like what you asked for, getting feedback. This is one of your muscles. I mean, you are a master at crafting those messages, Jane. So she's all about impact, which I know each of you that are here are having and want to have a bigger impact. So if we can just give her a big normal round of applause. Jane, we're going to turn it over to you. Thank you so much.
This is going to Mark right here for saying nice things about me. That boy gets $1. Hey, everybody, I'm Jane Powers. Entrepreneurs hire me to speak with confidence and sell with authority because most are boring, confusing, and inconsistent, and they are leaving a ton of money on the table. So I help them connect, capture, and close their ideal client. Bottom line, every time you open your mouth, you make money. So that is my patented, I literally trademarked that infomercial because it has made me thousands and thousands of dollars along with everybody else. So when I wanted to, I think we talked, Shannon, about coming, I wanted to have the opportunity to share with you some of the gate openers of what you can do to introduce yourself and have it be a part of your talk. I've been a professional speaker for over 30 years. I've been part of NSA, National Speakers Association. I've been doing sales for, I think since I popped out of the womb. I am from a gene pool of a bunch of salespeople, and none of them sold cars, but we've sold everything else on the planet, I believe. I've always been in the service industry, selling services. My career started in the prison, drug and alcohol treatment centers. From there, I went into the community. I became the front lines for sexual abuse prevention interventions. And I would go in, blow up families, save kids, put them back into a structure that was healthy and healing. And then from there, I decided I wanted to make some money. So I went into the employment industry and was upper management turnaround specialist. They'd send me to branches tanking, losing hundreds of thousands of dollars, and said, go in and do your magic. And I was young and nice at the time. I was nice one time in my life, I remember, and I didn't want to fire anybody. So I thought, I've got to figure out how to bring this strength out in people and dissolve their weaknesses. So I successfully turned profits around 240% without firing a soul. So I then went into, I've been a top producer in multi-millions in real estate. And if anybody remembers what happened in 2008, it went crashing down. I went with it. I was making, and I know some people say, well, I'd love to make that. I was making from multi-millions to 43,000. And I only cried for 2 years and decided I need to figure my life out. And I got an email from a friend of mine, Mary Morrissey, some of you may know. And it said, be a life coach. And I'm like, okay. So I cried my way through that and did my training, made 6 figures my first year, and developed a business on speaking and selling. And that's all I did. I didn't have a website. I barely had a business card. So the message is everything in my business. And I've created a 7-figure business with a handshake, a smile, and a really great talk. So what I do with individuals is help you find your message, because in your message is your voice, and your voice is your power. So looking at how to truly express yourself in what you're doing and how you're doing it, so that people say, I need to know more about you. You know, looking at Heshi, right? Is that how you say it? So Heshi, this is a great example. And oh, wait, let me preface this. I'm originally from Chicago. I'm the youngest of 7. I grew up playing sports with men. Here's what I've learned: to be very direct, to be very, like, I shortcut, like, I'll give you a hug while I'm coaching you. So just know, anything I say, it's all from the heart. It is not like, if it feels like that was awfully direct, it was. So I just want to apologize in advance if it feels too direct. But Heshi is a good example of a movement message more than a sales message. So Heshi, there are some tricks that we can teach you that instead of saying, you've got to have clean water, people, you're saying, do you know how screwed you are by drinking that water? And people are like, what? So it's a different approach. Many people have a movement and they don't make money. I turn movements into money because of messaging. I should write that down. That was pretty good. But that's what I would love. And I want it to be, if we can share, very interactive. So I'm going to, and if this is of interest, so messaging is what I do is I go to networking. Jay Facette, some of you know Jay Facette. I met him and he told me what he did. And I go, can I work with that a little bit? And he goes, sure, my dear. And so I went and I rewrote his and told him, he goes, you just made me 6 figures. That 17.5 second statement you just wrote for me made me 6 figures. And what we do with that statement is turn it into a talk. Jay's another client of mine. He's already making multi-millions, and he was converting $5,000 from stage. And some people would be like, that's awesome. But that's not awesome for a guy who's creating multi-millions. So I wrote his talk, put him on stage, 128,000, same length of time. So it is so key how we're articulating what we do, why we do it, and what's in it for the buyer. Then that's what makes you the money. So I would be happy to, I will put in the chat the formula that you can go through. So the very first thing, and I've heard a few of you say that I work with, or I am an expert at this. The best way, and you heard me do mine, the best way to start your introduction is, first off, ditch your elevator pitch. Like, gone are the days of I help. Nobody helps. That sounds like a volunteer. If you're a volunteer, sure, say I help. But you have a bona fide business, you are going to say, entrepreneurs hire me, corporate executives hire me, healers hire me, whomever hires you. What that says is you have a viable business. Now, what if you don't have any buyers yet? Well, you're not lying, because they're going to hire you. So make sure you say, ideal client hires me. So whomever it is, and I will put that in the chat so we can get the formula down. So X, I don't know who X is, hire me. That's your very first statement. So right now, write down who hires you. Who is the person that hires you? And here's also my philosophy on niches. And keep track of me on time, because I'll talk forever. So just make sure I know. What happens when people are like, get rich in a niche? If you are working like way out here, you're working with everybody and anybody, and I tell you, okay, narrow it down. Women, 5'5", blonde hair, 53 years old, that live in the state of Nebraska. Like, okay, I got my niche. Your brain, your subconscious mind will say there is no way you can do that. You're leaving too many people out. So just reduce a bit. What I do, I generalize it, entrepreneurs. And I still do corporate gigs. If I do corporate gigs, I say corporate executives hire me. Now, let's say you are in front of plumbers and you don't want to work with plumbers. You're not going to say plumbers hire me, because that's not your ideal client. So if you're working with everybody and anybody, pick one ideal client and then put that in there. Okay. So first, whomever hires me, this is the hardest part. 2, this is the holy grail of what you offer. So what is the ultimate outcome? So entrepreneurs hire me to speak with confidence and sell with authority. Happens to be my book title. Look it up, buy it. No, so speak with confidence, sell with authority. People automatically go, oh my God, I need to speak, and I hate selling. So automatically they're saying, I know what you do. It used to be unleash the world-class speaker in them. And people were like, oh, I love that. But then I got to the bottom and it was speak with confidence, sell with authority. And somebody said, oh my God, you do sales training? And I thought, that's all I do. Everything I do is all about sales training. So I moved that to the top, and it truly made a big difference. So the Holy Grail is the ultimate impact, the ultimate outcome that someone experiences based on working with you. So, and I'm going to give you the formula, and I'm happy to go through some of the ideas with you in the Holy Grail. And this is, you've got to use more of the masculine words. So unleash, ignite, command, master, not learn. Nobody wants to learn. Nobody wants to learn. Guide tends to be a softer word. It doesn't have credit cards being thrown at you. Guide means, well, unless you're guiding up to the peak of Kilimanjaro. Now that's a different guide. Like, yes, I will buy that because I'm not guiding myself up that godforsaken mountain. So make sure you have more masculine words in there. So, and it's very short. It's not a big, long, entrepreneurs hire me, speak with confidence, sell with authority, so that they can then, no, keep it punchy, keep it short, keep it strong. The next step, this is a really key word, and you have to leave it all in this order. The next word is because. That's a pattern interrupt. As I'm saying, entrepreneurs hire me to speak with confidence and sell with authority. You're starting to get bored with me already. Like in that short period of time, you're thinking I'm off on a beach in Hawaii with an umbrella in the sand and in my drink. So I come in with because, and studies have shown that your mind automatically, subconsciously says why. So right when I say because, you're leaning in saying why. Remember, you ever been around kids? You're like, you can't do that. Why? Because. Why? Because. Why? Ah, that's our pattern right there. We interrupt their thinking, they're listening with because, then they lean in. After the because, you're going to give me 3 pain points. Because, boring, confusing, and inconsistent. Now, I didn't used to say that. It was very direct. It could be offensive to some people, but what I found is people were like, I'm not boring, confusing, and inconsistent. And then they go, come see me speak. And I go see them speak, and I go up and I go, call me tomorrow with your credit card because you got all of them. And people are unaware that they're either overloading their audience, they're boring their audience, or they're not giving enough of themselves in the audience. They're not engaging enough. And I have a speaker assessment that it would be wonderful. And I don't know, I'm going to send it to you, Shannon, because it's a scan code and we're just transforming platforms. But the speaker assessment is wonderful. And it's interesting. You have a lot of doctors on your call here, which I find that very interesting. Doctors are normally what I affectionately call, they are my experts, and they are affectionately called know-it-alls. Because experts, they pretty much know it all. They really do. They can reinvent the wheel, and they will many times. And they're the ones who are jack of all trades, a master of many. And selling to an entrepreneur, selling to an expert is different than if I'm going to sell to Christina. Christina's a different form of sale as well. So I'll explain all that. Actually, you guys should come to my event, and then you'll see it all in action. But so 3 pain points. 3 pain points. Make it, please do not say overwhelmed, stuck. Those are so overused. Right now, everybody is overwhelmed, overstressed, stuck, lack confidence, clarity. Everybody's using these. Let's go to thesaurus. That is your best friend when you're creating these. So come up with 3 pain points. And then the next pattern interrupt. And you hear me say it often. I say so. So is a pattern interrupt. You're listening and then you're saying, so what? That is our automatic brain pattern that says what? So when I move into so, then you go into the next phase. So I help. Yay, that's where we get to say I help. That's the only spot you say it. Do not start with it. Then you're going to give 3 benefits. So I help connect, capture, and close your ideal audience. This is probably the hardest reproduction of your formerly known as an elevator pitch, but it is so powerful. And it's funny, I go speak places and then I teach them that and I come back or people give me feedback. They're like, the entire room is using your formula. And the power of that statement is so different from when people are saying, I help. here's very important for benefits. Please, at least when you're around me, never ever say, take it to the next level, because I don't know what that means, or up level your life. Like, what does that mean? Up level your health, up level your life, up level your, we don't know what that means. And the other thing is live the life of your dreams. Because quite frankly, unfortunately, most people don't dream. So that doesn't resonate. It doesn't trigger people to listen further. So that is the formula. And I am happy to do workshopping to help people with their statements. Or if you're like, no, that's too overwhelming, I'm just coming to your event and I'm going to be so bold. Can I put the link for the event in the chat?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. And everybody comes as my guest. This is the link. All you have to do is put 197 seat deposit. You know the drill. 197 seat deposit. I hand you a check when you get back there. But more importantly, you can go upgrade to VIP. You get extended coaching. I'll even gift you guys on May 15th. We start at 4:00. I'll gift you the coaching intensive. So if you come on the 15th, you guys will be there at 4:00. You'll be in the coaching intensive, which is gifted to you. And then we start 9:00 on the 16th through the 18th in Scottsdale, Arizona. So 15 minutes or so from the airport, very close. So, okay, I digress. For that was an infomercial, not intromercial. All right. So I'm serious, if anybody wants to workshop this is probably the best thing you can do for yourself while you have me here. You get this personal coaching and attention. So be brave and fire something out.
And just so you know, Dr. Bob teaches pattern interrupt. So I don't know if he's like me going, wow.
Smiling. I can see him smiling away.
All right. So
unmute yourself.
Who's going to step up and get in the hot seat?
I think Bob is. He's just, There you go.
I just want to say that we go beyond language-based pattern interrupt. We deal with every kind of automatic pattern that a person has from early stages in life, from static to movement to thought processes to ways of being to eating habits, perspective habits, and we teach a method for automatic pattern interruption. So sorry I used the word teach, but I'm a doc.
No, that's right. You are a doctor, and it's I have 2 clients that are Psych K. I don't know, Psych K certified, and they do reprogramming and tons of different. So yes, and it's interesting. So go ahead. Do you want to do your infomercial, Dr. Bob?
Well, let's see. So I'm not sure. You said the first thing you say is who hires me, right? That's what you said?
Yeah. So who do you work with primarily?
So I work primarily with corporations that have employees in ill health, and it's costing the companies a lot of money. So I work with corporations, right, who want to improve the health of their employees, their performance level, and save money in it as well.
Okay. And is that your only audience? You go in and work with corporate folks?
Well, we're also working in the community as well, but we gather people right now from the community through organizations like with Advent Health in the Orlando area. They're marketing our program that they just hired us to come and deliver. So they market the program, we come in and deliver it, and they're marketing it to their employees and also the community at large.
Okay, so basically, go ahead, Shannon.
I was just going to say, Dr. Bob, because you have hundreds of seats to fill, you might want to do this particular exercise for individuals.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Yeah. We're also, what I'm seeing is that we're going to have to market this to individuals as well, because this big Advent healthcare system is not like moving so fast in their marketing, and we're starting in 3 weeks. So.
And what are we starting? The training, you're saying?
It's a single session, hour and a half, stress and pain-free living seminar that people will learn a roadmap for. They'll be exposed to a roadmap to get them out of chronic pain without drugs, basically.
Okay. So I would say professionals, because it sounds like we've gone from corporations hire me to professionals hire me. I personally, because right when you introduced yourself, what came to me is I would say professionals hire me to just say no. And that is a pattern. We all know what just say no means. It means just say no to drugs, because most are in chronic pain, fatigue, and then you go into your pain point. So I help them become X, Y, and Z without the use of drugs.
I help them become pain-free, pain and stress-free, sleep better, and release anxiety.
Let's like up the ante on that. If they are pain-free, what's a sexier way to say that? Because pain-free is very clinical. Like, you'll be pain-free. No, like we'll dissolve the pain. We'll do something with a powerful word that leads into pain-free, because pain-free is great, but at the same time, it lacks a little luster, and it feels like most of the commercials out there, and you'll be pain-free. Let's come up with something sexier and it could still be pain-free, but let's say something, ignite a pain-free, existent with vibrant movement and the agility of a 20-year-old or something like that. So get something to, just sexier and something that excites me.
So I help people ignite a pain-free existence. Is that what you said?
Yeah. And do we want existence? I don't know if I want existence, like ignite a pain-free, vibrant life that allows you to, and then put in some of the benefits of that.
To operate a higher performance, to achieve higher performance levels.
Bust through.
To bust through.
Pass. Any of those, but give me some dynamic words that lead into the result. Keep going. You're doing great.
Professionals hire me just to say no. I help people ignite a pain-free, vibrant life.
Wait, hold on. Let's get that formula. So professionals hire me. Now you listen to how, let me deliver it. And I know you're just reading it back to me, but professionals hire me, and then go into to just say no. So if you say it, like, you've got to have that just say no, just like the commercial. So it's all in the delivery. So professionals hire me to just say no. What that does is, now the hard pauses, I'm like leaning in. I'm like, I think that means drugs. And then you say to just say no, because most are, and always say most. If you say because you are so boring, confusing, and inconsistent, that's offensive. So what I say is, because most, could be them out there, could be you, because most are in chronic pain. But whatever, I don't know your top three, symptomatic, like.
It's chronic pain wherever it is. We deal with all chronic pain at the same time. So
okay,
it's under an umbrella of automatic pattern interruption for reducing and eliminating chronic pain, relieving stress, releasing anxiety, improving sleep, reducing.
Okay,
sleep.
so here's what it would sound like this, because most are in chronic pain, are not sleeping, like, make it really simple, are not sleeping, tired, and whatever those, but keep them sort of like we're talking across the table, and you're like, because here's the thing, most people are absolutely exhausted, they're losing productivity and therefore losing money. So I help them ignite a pain-free, vibrant life to accomplish this, that, and the other thing with automatic what did you call it?
Automatic pattern interruption.
Okay, automatic pattern interruption technique. You don't even have to say that, but as a doctor, you won't be able to help yourself. That's my doctors. They love to give the how. You don't have to say that. And then you put all those together, and that makes a whole lot, has a lot more impact.
Interesting, very interesting. So professionals hire me to just say no, because most are in chronic pain, not sleeping well, tired, exhausted, and losing performance and money. I help people ignite a pain-free, vibrant life that allows them to blah, blah, blah. Don't have the rest yet.
Okay, let's shorten up the pain points. Let's shorten those up a little bit. Yeah. Because most are in chronic pain, and you said exhausted and tired, same thing. I would just say not sleeping, exhausted, and lack productivity.
And lose productivity, not lack, because I don't want to insult anybody.
Yeah, I'm a little bit insulting. No. Lose productivity. So I help them.
I would do lack.
You would do lack.
I would do lack.
And then, so I help them, and let's get so here's what I'm going to have you do. Do me a favor. If sorry, I'm just sort of taking over, Bob. You can put it in the chat, and I'm a bit visual and odd sort, but if you put it in the chat, I'll be able to look at it and give you some feedback on that while anybody else is, if somebody else wants to share, that way I can take a look at it.
Yep, and Heshi's in the queue.
Of course Heshi is. Heshi's going to give me the biggest challenge of today.
Are we done? Am I done? I just want to make sure I'm done here.
Yep, you're good.
Put it in the chat though, Bob. Put it in the chat for me.
Slamming it in the chat right now.
Slam away. Okay. Hashi, go on. This is going to make or break me, Sister Lou. Let's go. Do it.
I know you can do it. So here I wrote the first thing, and automatically I thought of something else because I don't get hired to speak right now on that. I get the other things, and I put environmentalist, but I'm thinking parents hire me to save their lives because they do not know what's in their water. They want to live disease-free and have the convenience of carrying a single filter that replaces the multitude of plastic bottles, so they can live in the security of knowing their water is safe wherever they go.
Hashi.
I know, it's like totally out of it.
Okay, here's the deal. Let me teach you about movements. What nobody flails in bed at night going, please God, don't let me get a disease from this doggone plastic. Like, nobody does that. Okay, what they're doing is saying, I want to feel good today. I want to feel strong today. I want to feel healthy today. I'm tired today. Whether they need Bob or they need you or they need both of you, which quite frankly is so true. So what we've got to do is start with the basics. So if it is parents, quite frankly, I think it needs to be everybody.
Yeah.
So that's part of your issue. What you're going to do is, let's say you're standing in front of a group of women entrepreneurs. What I would say is, women entrepreneurs, hire me to stop drinking sludge.
Oh, I love that.
Because most haven't a clue what is happening in their bodies from regular old water, bottled or not. So I help them stay healthy, strong, productive, and vibrant.
It's a good thing this is being recorded.
Thank God, because I never remember what I say. By putting like powerful water, or however you want to say it, and then you just got to go, bottom line them with, so I help them keep vibrant, healthy, and blah, blah, blah. You're going to have a bottom line. Bottom line, it truly does matter what you put into your body. But don't go with this disease, because I drink out of plastic. Whoa. Bottles. I will. I'll drink. We travel. Entrepreneurs, we travel all the time. And what do? We grab bottled water, and then we refill the bottle for the weekend that we're speaking at the event. So you've got to hit the market. By the way, come to my event, set up a table, and bring as many bottles as you can, and I will sell every one of them, and you'll give me a little commission on it.
Absolutely.
But seriously, that's who needs to buy this. We should be at every event. You should set up a table at everybody's event, and when somebody walks by and they've got a plastic bottle, go, like, that's all you have to do, because we are all afraid by the media what they're saying out there. We know something leaches from these bottles, but we're lazy. We're lazy people. People truly are just innately lazy. So that's how I would change it. Don't tell me about diseases, and don't tell me about chemicals. Don't tell me about what's leaching. Just say, basically, you're screwed if you don't drink differently. Like it's just got to be like, I feel sorry for you that you do not know what you are putting in your body, Jane. So seriously, I would just make it as if you're talking to a second grader. And if it's parents hire me to raise healthy kids. And that's really what they want.
I love that. So what you're saying is whoever the audience is that you want, that's what you put in there. Beautiful.
Yeah, and it depends. It depends. Like for mine, I say the same thing to every audience that I'm in front of. If it's corporate executives, I'll say corporate executives hire me to speak with confidence and sell with authority. Because what happens, they are selling. They're selling a project. They're selling a culture. They're selling something. I say it to parents because most parents have to sell their kids into doing what they need them to do. So mine, I've become very niched I've been around 11 years doing this. So I've become very niched. But if you work with everybody, like my theory on niching, I believe you can niche a person or a topic. I was a spiritual life coach prior to this, but I found I was extremely impatient. I'd be like, can we Zen at like 850 miles an hour while we're making money? And so I was a little impatient. People would want to process, and I'm like, process while we're moving. So people kept asking me, how the heck are you making so much money as a spiritual life coach? And I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, write it down. I'm like, okay, speak, sell. That's it. So that became my entire brand is I speak to sell and sell to close. And in absence of being able to do that, and I see this, people are starving out there as entrepreneurs. The main reason people are like, oh, Jane, are you going to launch? Are you going to launch? Do a launch. And I'm like, I love lunch. I swear, I didn't know they were saying launch. I thought we were going to lunch. I'm like, so I tried a launch this last year. Anybody do a launch? Don't. It is the worst. And Jeff Walker's making millions of dollars. I hate it. I did a challenge. I blew that out of the water, man. That was crazy, crazy successful. And it was easy and it was fun. I digress. Where was I going with this?
And I just said this to Heshi yesterday. Heshi, she just confirmed.
I know.
I just said, don't do a launch, do a challenge.
Yeah, and if you want to do a challenge, I'm teaching everybody how to do a challenge at the event. After that, I'm doing a whole big, I won't even reveal the secret, but anyhow, because somebody will steal that idea and go, that is brilliant. So yes, the message depends upon if you have a niche topic, then you can transform. For example, I was a mindset expert. I would talk about moving the molecules, in the universe, not in those language, because I did do corporate trainings and I used mindset, conscious and subconscious mind, how to improve your sales, leadership. So I would go in and I would say corporate executives, corporate teams, and then I could say entrepreneurs, and I could say whomever, plumbers hire me because I had a niche topic. Heshi, niche topic. Dr. Bob, yours is a niche topic as well. So what happens is you can transform it. But let's say you only work with, like my book coming out, Revealing the Missing Piece, is for a guide for survivors of sexual abuse. The majority of individuals I work with will be women. So there, I can't go in and speak to just anybody and everybody. It is women that have survived a trauma. So that is a very specific individual that I'm going to be speaking to. Does that make sense? Like you've got narrow either your topic or a person. And there's a lot of guru coaches out there that would totally like throw tomatoes at me for that. And they'd be like, that is the dumbest thing you can coach on. Well, I've coached thousands of people. And quite frankly, I've seen a lot fail trying to get rich in a niche. They completely throw themselves off into the bushes and they are derailed. So, okay, that was my movement speech for today. All right, what else? Keep going.
So,
yes.
Christina is next, and I'm so excited for you to connect with Christina because she is also on a mission to do some sexual survivor work.
Interesting. We've got a retreat coming up.
Heshi, are you good? And can we move on to Christina?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Hi. Thank you so much. I've taken tons of notes, and the other thing that I'm working on is my goal is to help sexual trauma survivors find their healing path just by, I want to put a voice and a face to sexual trauma. And
so can I ask you a question real quick? And you do photography, correct? I have the greatest idea.
Yeah.
I have the greatest idea. I am actually doing a women's retreat for survivors of trauma. It's going to be either October. We've got to find a location. Sedona seems to be very popular again. October, November, but I have a really interesting idea using photography and survivors and their bodies. And
so I'm working on a book that is featuring photographs of sexual trauma survivors, and the excerpts, the written part, are going to be by them, but not about their trauma. I want them more about the healing path, because I want to attract the ones who are thriving, and so they can be a positive example for the ones who are still victims.
Yeah, I've been in a couple of books. We Choose to Thrive. Becky Norwood was the book publisher on that, and the facilitator. I don't know what you call them, but We Choose to Thrive. She has a couple of those, but it might be an interesting. That was more. I am so into. Stop telling the story and tell me where you are now. Give a kind glance to the past, and let's just thrive. So I have some great ideas that you might be instrumental in at the event. If you're more than welcome. We can have conversations about that. Okay. So tell me, do you want to work on your intromercial?
Yes.
And we have a 10-minute left, just to let you know.
I saw that. Great.
So my goal is to get on more stages and speak more about this. And I'm not quite sure how to monetize that. Or we can go, I'm always welcome to get help with my photography intros. I am doing a new thing called soul sessions that are really ways of getting deeper into who the person is and drawing that out with a very specific style of lighting and portraiture. So that I'm going to kind of be combining the two, because I feel like that's the kind of picture and portrait that I'm going to be creating of these survivors. So that's kind of
love it. I forget the infomercial I can help you with, but I'm excited when people want to go speak. The infomercial will help you get more speaking, but speaking, it's so easy to monetize. I hate to say that, make it sound so trite, but a lot of people are like, no, I just want to get paid to speak. I used to get paid to speak. I would go in, I do corporate gigs. They pay me 5, 10, 15, 20,000. They'd pay me. But if I say, sure, you can pay me, but I want to give a free gift away at the same time, I am double dipping. I'm getting a speaking fee. I don't even care if they pay me, quite frankly. People are like, oh, I don't have it in the budget. I'm like, do you got food? Because I love me some food. And I'll speak for free. I'll speak for a sandwich. And then I'll offer a free gift. And then I went in, I had a speaking engagement here in Phoenix. It was a women's networking. There were about 15 people there's 23 people in the room. Some canceled, ended up with 15 potential clients. Didn't sell a thing. 50-minute talk, sold $38,000 before I left the room, merely. And it was a good talk, but it wasn't a great talk. It was in a restaurant. It was dim lighting. They were eating. But the way you structure your talk, and this is not, I don't mean to sound like I've got 10 minutes and I can't tell you how to structure that, but I seriously mean it. At my event, I will go over the entire structure of the talk. I will go over what components you need in that talk. We spend a full day on workshopping your intromercial. And I literally, we keep our room at I try to keep it under 125. And I will coach everybody in there. Like I go table to table. We're working together to do your infomercial. And the other thing we're doing is sales coding. And everybody, I know this. I can see. I can look at people and understand where their weaknesses are in selling. And what I do is a coding system. I've ripped off every personality profile on the planet and came up with Code to Close, which is how do you get people to say yes authentically with a really high integrity message. Anyhow, so speaking is start out with a free gift, get them onto what's called the strategy call, get them onto that and lead them. Once they get onto the call, there's 3 basic questions you're going to ask. I used to be people train the 7-step perpetrator system, like get them bleeding. And once they're bleeding, then put salt on the wound and now get their credit card. Like the worst system in the world. And when I was at I won't even name names. I like naming names, but I won't. I was sitting, I thought, this is the lowest vibrational sales conversation ever with the least amount of integrity. So there's 3 questions that I ask. So if any one of you get on a call with me, this is what it'll sound like. What's working? What's not working? What would you love to have working? That's it. Here's the pain. Here's the dream. I'm going to bridge that gap. I am the bridge. I'm going to help you see how I can support you further in this. So you go over the questions, you understand where they are, what they need, and then this is the best transition to a sale. So if you hear me ever say this to you, it's the sales part. I say, I have a great resource that I think you will truly want to hear about. And they say, absolutely. And then you go, here's what it looks like. And then I go into my sales conversation. Here's how I do sales, though. Really, basically, I say, I have a resource that I know will be absolutely profound in your business. This is the sales part of the conversation. And they all laugh. They go, thank you for that. And I'm like, so now it's a whole different conversation. Now, basically, here's why I'm going to tell you what I know you need and what I think I know you need. And then we go through that. So when you go to speaking, I'm going to be, hang on, Denise, where do we have the speaker success kit? Try these 2, you guys. I know this is going out to the world, but I don't usually, this is a program that I sell. Go to your speaker success kit, yourspeakersuccesskit.com. And that will give you the speaker success kit is where to go to speak, what to say to get booked. And it just might have the infomercial formula in there. Is the infomercial. Yeah, if it doesn't have that, email me and I will gift you, but you can't tell anybody. Oh crap, this is going out to the world. I hate telling secrets to the world. It just is. Yeah, so make sure it's, it'll have the infomercial formula in there. If it doesn't, just email me. I should have given you Denise's, but either way, email me and make sure you put Shannon is my goddess in the subject. Otherwise, I will be like, who is this? And so what happens is when you go to get booked, you're going to give a freebie. I have a card. Denise, will you grab me one of my speaker cards? Oh, right there. Hand me that. It's something that looks like this. Sorry, I will send. Oh, I should cover up the name and number. See this? Name, email, phone number. The first box is, I would love to get on a message to money session with you. Of course, I want your free gift and I have places for you to speak. Put it 4 to a sheet. 4 to a sheet. Get them cut. Have that at everybody's seat with your business card when you're speaking. And then you have them fill that out, turn it in. The first 3 people are going to get a half hour with me. So you've got to incentivize them. A free call is a sales pitch from stage. That you've got to, but make sure that, and you guys, oh, Denise, we have our live stream today. You guys, this is awesome. I have a live stream today, and if you want, you can hop on that. Let me get the link. Is this okay, Shannon, that I'm just like throwing the kitchen sink at everybody?
I said, yes, yes, yes.
Okay. It should be like, no, stop giving free stuff to these people that will make them money. All right. That link is the live stream. That is sales, how to sell, and a bit about the infomercial. And you'll see information about my event in there. If you want to come to the event, more than welcome as my guest, or you can upgrade to VIP. So Speaker Success Kit will get you what you need to say, where you need to go, how you need to get booked. And then it'll give you all my scripts. I've been doing sales over 30 years. You guys, I had zero self-esteem. I had to get in back doors, and I'd cry when people said no. I still do. You've got the live stream. That's today. And that's our last time we're doing the encore on that. We'll be on there chatting with you. So if you have questions, ask away. We'll be on there live answering. What else? Last minute questions, anything I can do. And I feel like I want to make sure, Christina, I didn't get to everything that you asked, but.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's exactly what I needed. And I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Okay, good. All right.
And Jane, let's show her sign language. Who all wants her to come to the Business Acceleration Summit in November? Yes.
Hey, Jane, this is Bob Levine.
Yeah.
So please take this the right way. And that is that your hair looks so much better in person right now than it does on your speaker success kit.
Oh, I have to see what cover that is.
It's yellow and you're like this and you're kind of, I don't know.
This was my put her together as I can morning.
Well, I think that your presence
Thank you.
in person right here with your hair the way it is now,
See,
and I think your glasses are different too.
Yeah, my glasses are different. I think that's my old one. I didn't get the new photo on there. It might be because I have two speakersuccesskit.coms and I can't remember which one has the one I want to give you. So if it's not the right one, I'll send me an email and I'll give you another one that has a newer one.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, it's funny that I need Christina to capture the true essence of my personality. Yeah. That's tough to do.
No, that's what I do. It's really easy for me.
Nice. I'd love to have you. Come to the events. All right. What other last minute questions? I want to honor your time. And
she asked, what time is the live stream?
The live stream starts today. Is it 1 o'clock? 1 o'clock Pacific time. 1 o'clock Pacific time.
Okay, and real quick, just a final one-word remark or quick question. We didn't hear from Susan Schatzer. Hi, Susan.
Oh, Susan, I want to see Susan's face. I totally know that name.
Is she on?
Yeah, she popped on.
She's got a beautiful face.
There she is. She's shy. No, she's not. Well, you came tardy. Did you not make your bed? Did you not make your bed?
She needed time to take her aluminum foil off.
Hello, Susan. How are you?
All right.
Didn't make the bed, rolled out.
That girl.
And I'm here.
Just in time to say goodbye.
Right? It's perfect. And I am booking a time with you, Jane. I have the link from Erin.
Excellent. Get to the event. Everybody, you guys, this is low energy this morning. 3 days, I am on that stage giving you everything I got. And seriously, people walk away. I don't care if you hire me or not. People walk away and they go out and make money. I'm serious, because the key components to what you do is your messaging. In your message is your voice. In your voice is your power. In absence of power, go get a job.
Hey, Jane.
Yes.
Quick question. What if you have sorry about the noise, but what if you have a conflict at your event? I can't make it. Is there alternate trainings that we can get?
We do events. We were going to do them twice a year, but I decided I wanted a life again. So we're doing them once a year. And I do a ton of different trainings. You know what? I'll send as much information to Shannon, because you can friend me on Facebook. When you friend me on Facebook, I will invite you to ditch your elevator pitch, my website challenge site. But what'll happen is you'll get every step of the infomercial that I did in the challenge. It's already done. So we're not, but you can dive into that. I give feedback on that site as well. And I tell people, if you're not making $50,000 to $100,000 somewhere else, get to my event, because that's where you will make 50 to 100 grand. But just get on my mailing list. Right now I'm sending out a ton of invitations for the live stream. Oh, I have the best idea. How do I do this? I have a roadmap to impact, which is a 30-day program leading up to the event. If you email me, I will have
Denise send it to me. I can send it to the whole group too. So they can email you, but anything that you want me to get out to the members,
I'll send it all out. Yeah.
I can definitely pass it on. And I hope everybody will consider going to our event. I have plans, but I'm looking at moving some stuff, because if you deliver this much in 45 minutes, holy cow, I couldn't imagine 3 days with you.
People, I swear to God, their high-end coaches are like, you give too much away. And I'm like, I don't even know if that's even possible, because quite frankly, I gave you a ton. None of you. And then this is sort of a disservice, and I try not to do this, but many times people will go out and they won't be able to create an infomercial. And it's like, it's great value, but without the right structure and system of support, none of us can do really any of this alone. Like, we need a mastermind, we need partners, we need coaches, we need mentors, we need someone to help us. So I give it all away. I tell you, you'll get everything, because I trust the fact that if you want to truly implement it, people hire me. Like, I write people's talks all day long. I sit down, I interview, I'm a ghostwriter. They go out the next day, deliver the talk, close thousands of dollars. That's my Rain Man trick. It's like, you throw words at me and I'm like, blah, there, that'll make you money. Like, I don't even know where it came from. It just developed as a little Rain Man trick. Speaking, I'm pretty good. Sales training, no one else like it. You guys, you will be floored. It is going to be the funnest training we're doing. Anyhow, I digress and go on and on, which I can, and I know I want to honor your time. So
I'm going to jump in, Jane, and say, boy, are you ever feisty. And I would like to see you as feisty on the mountain. And if you're not, I'll make you that feisty.
Here's what I would do. I will mountain bike up that mountain. Like, that's what I do. I'm a mountain biker. I'll mountain bike up that. No,
we'll take pictures of that.
Gravity might win. That's my only fear.
So everybody, remember, if you want to save the chat, to do it before Shannon ends the session. Save the chat.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jane. I am in love. You now have a whole group of raving fans, I'm certain. And thank you.
My pleasure.
Talking about November, and please share her event. As you can see, this will transform those messages that we're trying to get out. So even if there's people that weren't here today, have them come and listen to Jane or share this message, because as you know, we're here to make some waves in business, and what you're doing, Jane, really.
Janet, you know what I'll send you? My Bring a Friend cash in deal, where if you send somebody to the event and they upgrade to VIP, you get $100 cash plus $100 coaching bucks. If you send them, they get a standard ticket, you get $100 coaching bucks. So we have people sending 5-10 people, they're making $1,000. So I'll send you the flyer for that, and people want to do a JV, you have to let us know, because we've got a track with an affiliate link. So we'll give you an affiliate link, send it out to the world, make money just by sending an email. It's a nice JV partnership right there.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, don't close up. I want to save the chat. Don't close up.
All right.
I'm saving the chat.
Take care. We'll see you at the event, each and every one of you.
This was awesome.
Thank you, darling. Say, hey, give me some water, lady. Give me more water bottles.
Absolutely.
Send me an email.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
So we still in the meeting or what? Anybody here? I see David here. David, you're on mute.